Hey, what's up everybody, and today we have another video, and it's going to be a little bit different once more. A lot of my videos are going to be this way in the future until I get my scripts and everything back in order. But today I wanted to shed some light on a recent story that came to light the first few days of October this year. And the story is talking about the man known as the YouTube channel Dateline 420, who was walking around Berkeley-Jackson County Park in Huntington, New York. And if anyone does not know about this story, basically it is this guy, and I believe there are two videos, both ranging in total about 20-ish minutes. I believe the first one is 12 minutes, and then the second one is 8. And the videos are basically him out in the middle of the woods, and he is recording what seems to be a makeshift campsite. And the campsite includes a shovel, what he claims to be a shovel, a tent of some sort, and what he says is a wooden cage-like circle made out of bigger branches and logs. And the biggest thing that is getting a lot of media attention, or I should say some degree of media attention, because I've never really saw this on the news, I just found this on social media, but the story that is the biggest aspect here is the fact that I believe there are about 24-ish, maybe 25 missing persons posters that were taped up along several trees around and close by to the camp. And that's really terrifying to actually stumble upon by yourself in the woods. And I remember my roommate was mentioning this. He was actually the one who brought this up to me in the very beginning, and then I went through social media looking for the original video, and after just a short little Google search, I was able to find a news report talking about it in a little bit more detail. It came out, I believe, a day after the videos broke surface. And to be fair, I'm not calling this guy out. I'm actually going to play the original footage at some point in this video, and I'm going to link up his channel in the description below, because I figured I might as well just give some recognition for what he has done. And again, I'm not going to call him out for anything, but to me, I don't entirely believe this, guys. I know it is up to debate at the moment, because I'm not 100% sure if police are actually investigating. I think at the end of the second video, just checking through my notes, he does say he will be contacting the police in order to inform them about this. I believe he goes back at one point in the second video and actually marks his location in the woods. Now, the crazy thing is about all this, guys, is the reports and the news articles that I'm looking into, the social media posts, all this drama that I've been hearing lately about these two videos, this discovery, there is that degree of, could this possibly be real? And what no one's really doing, I haven't seen anything about this. None of the reports and none of the news reports. I've looked through several articles online. I believe I went through Fox, I went through the Mirror and sites like that, and none of them have actually talked about his channel. And that's a key aspect of who he is, because in all these articles he is stated clearly as only his YouTube channel. He doesn't go by a name in a lot of them, and for the most part they only go as far as naming his YouTube channel, because these two videos did go semi-viral at the time of their release, and they did release relatively close to each other, which is a little strange because he does leave and then come back, so you'd think there's maybe like a day between the uploads. He's a little spooked. They both get uploaded at the same time. Now the thing is, the missing persons thing, clearly there's a big deal. I believe a few of the people, all of them seem to be real and legit to some degree. I believe a few of the bodies have been discovered, like they have been previously found missing persons. And the other few people are pointing out that they're still missing. These are still people that we don't know their whereabouts. Some of them date back I believe a few decades. I don't really know all the details for every single poster, because in the videos it's a little shaky towards the time when he actually pans to all of them. And at one point he does run away because he, quote, hears voices. I could kind of hear some noise in the video towards the end. I wasn't 100% sure if it was actually people talking or not. It was a little hard to understand. The audio was a little weird. Again, I'll play part of the video for you guys just so you get a grasp of what it is. Part of it will probably be running in the background, so just so you can understand what the visuals are. However, once more, going back into his channel again is called Dateline 420. The link will probably be down in the description below or popping up in an annotation or card. And just clicking through his channel, at the moment he has about 350-ish subscribers. It's a very simple channel. He has his description, he has his social media links, Twitter, Instagram. He has a website, I believe it's like a journal-esque place. And like, it seems like a super normal website, super normal YouTube channel, and it is for the most part. However, it does blow up a little bit at this point, and clearly all YouTube channels are like that when this type of big story hits. And for this type of big story, I was like, this is a little weird, this is a little different compared to all the other ones I've noticed. So I looked a little further into the channel, and this guy, I believe, just checking back through my notes and everything, he's been around on YouTube, this specific channel, I believe for between 7 and 9 years. So he's been here for almost all of YouTube, and going through his channel, it kind of made me lean away from could this be real to this is more likely a fake. I don't want to call him out again because there's a chance that this could potentially be real, and I have no clue. I have no right to make any allegations towards it. But there are a lot of videos on here with him through the woods, so he's clearly gone through it. Obviously, we know through what he's seen. But one of his earliest series, which dates back 7 years ago, is called Grave Worship, and it goes from the first installment of the series as Back into the Woods, aka Grave Worship Part 1, with a dislike of like 75%. It only has a few hundred views, but still. And then the next installments of the series is Grave Worship Part 1 of 9, Grave Worship Part 3 of 9, Grave Worship Part 4 of 9, 5 of 9, 6 of 9, 7 of 9, 8, and Epilogue Part 9 of 9. Now the thing is, these videos are very strange. There's a lot of weird things that come in. Even just looking at the thumbnails, if you were to scroll through it, you'd be like, this is a little odd. At one point, it looks as if there's a cross. I believe it was just some things he had welded together or pipes that he found in the woods. But it's just weird, and Part 8 of 9 has only dislikes on it. They're not huge things, but they do shine a little bit of light. Most of his videos are vlog based, but that one was a little weird. He's out in the woods by himself like he is before. Another video is him shooting a deer. Another one's him deer watching in the woods by himself. And I'm not saying this guy's like crazy or anything. I'm not saying that he's just doing this for publicity. But the idea that he maybe made this up, because you can easily just print out a missing person photo and type in some information, print it out and put it into a sip seal page that like seen in the videos, and then tape it to a wall. And the thing is, 2 days ago, posted a video called Capsized Boat in Portland Harbor. Doesn't really seem like a video that would follow up you finding 24 potential missing persons case posters taped up creepily in the woods. And this is what's leading me to believe that this is staged. The first video, I believe, got 250,000 views, and that's crazy. The second video got just shy of 100,000 views. And the thing is, too, the search rate, the SEO of these videos are atrocious. There are no tags on either of the videos. There is almost really no description except for like a few edits, which I am actually reading through a few of them now, just going back through my things, and he's making edit posts in the description of his thing, And it says, like, even at the bottom it says, disclaimer, please do not try to visit this location, and definitely, in all caps, do not hassle the people who live there. Thanks. His first edit says, please stop commenting that you can see cars and hear traffic. That's not a secret, and you're not exposing a hoax. This area is on the border of the park. That's not really supporting your side of the story, dude. If there's a campsite on the border side of a park that really shouldn't be there, and there's 24 posters of people who are missing and like a giant cage setup thing, people are going to notice that. His second edit says, to the people associated with the actual missing, this video, God, I can't even speak today. This video wasn't made for entertainment or amusement. It is not staged and isn't meant to show disrespect to your tragedy. At the time I made and posted a video because I didn't know what this was or if I was in danger. I discovered this while hiking and wanted to put out a distress call of sorts on my social media in case this was a real deal and something happened to me. Friends of mine were able to follow my post until I let them know that I was safely, quote, out of the woods. I don't know why he put that in quotations. Local law enforcement subsequently investigated and were apparently told by the residents of an adjacent property that the missing persons posters were being used as decorations for their upcoming Halloween party. The police accepted the explanation and had announced that they will not be pursuing the matter. Occupants of the house have said that the posters will be removed, but I have not yet been able to verify this. Again, like, I'm not calling him out. I'm not saying, like, dude, you did this on purpose. I'm not saying, hey, it's all that type of stuff. But based off of his previous videos, it seems as though he's been in this specific park very frequently. And in the second video, there is a moment towards the somewhat middle where he actually pulls out his phone and he's on Google Maps to show where the location is, and the park does not seem that big. It seems like an average sized park. There's a little forest section that you can walk through, probably like maybe a dozen trails that are going to lead to some parts of it. But like, it doesn't seem as though if this guy frequently goes out there, if this guy frequently vlogs in these types of areas, that he would miss this type of thing. And yeah, I get the explanation with the posters for the Halloween. That makes a bit more sense, but there's still the factor that why would no one else notice this? Why too was your first reaction, if you're so fearful for your life that you, quote, will not get out of the woods, why would you then stop, record all of it for almost 15 minutes until someone comes and then run? Like, the second someone comes, the video will cut. Like, that doesn't seem like a thing. You can keep the video running. You don't need to take the crucial few seconds to shut off the recording and then run. It's just, it doesn't seem like, it seems to me that in some degree he either was involved with it somehow, like he maybe knew the people that set up the posters, or the more likely explanation for me, mainly based off of his reactions in the video, because I would have been freaking out, and I probably at the very most would have taken photos and then called the cops immediately, especially if I was by myself and this really started to like spook me out. I would have not hesitated at all. And the fact that I personally think that based off of his other videos, based off of the type of stuff that he has brought out on this channel, he most likely, and another aspect of that was because he was on the trail, so it seems like it's in a pretty accessible area of the park. To me, the more likely truth is that he stumbled upon it prior to making the video, because The way the videos are set up, it's like he's not really that scared. He's not surprised. That's the big thing. There's no surprise factor. He's just like, oh, like, what the fuck? Like, he's like, like, what is this? What is this? It can't be real. But, like, that wouldn't, I feel like that's not a natural reaction. You would have some degree of shock, some degree of, like, not being able to process this unless you've seen it at least one time. He's at that level, I believe, in which he has seen it. He might not know what it is. He might still not know what it is. But he goes back, and because he doesn't have that initial shock value, to me, it feels as though he's been there before. And he's going back to record it just purely based off of he wanted to get the message out there. And I support the fact that he got the message out there that this could have potentially been a very, very shady thing that was going on, and he shined some light on it. The people allegedly stepped forward. Like in the video, he doesn't know if they did it. We don't even know if that was the real truth or not. Maybe the police just didn't want to investigate it too far. Maybe they're like, oh, this is clearly just a Halloween prank. And we're not going to really know. I doubt any more of this story is going to pop up at any point. That's why I kind of wanted to get this video out sooner rather than later, because even looking into the articles, a lot of them stopped being written like 3 days after the event happened. Not a lot of people are into this topic anymore. It's starting to simmer down. It was just those 2 videos, a few news reports, some social media posts, and there was like momentary viralism that happened for this topic. But it was something that very much intrigued me, and was something that you're not very common, and it did happen in New York. I'm heading up there next weekend, and I'm right nearby, so it's a little bit of like this could potentially happen at my home. I never know. But I'm rambling on at this point, and I just want to wrap up this video. What would you guys do in a situation just like this? Would you stop and call the police? Would you record? Would you turn tail and run immediately and then go get some help? Because I feel like I'd probably do the first or the latter. What would you guys do? Write all that down in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. My social media links will be posted on the sidebar with my latest video posted on the left. Make sure to hit that like button if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on any more content of mine. Stay spooky.